And that's what we kept telling them. It was like, y'all, I know y'all can get stuff right, but put your trust in us. Know that we're gonna have your back. Just when we get that stop, make that be your momentum and pull through. And eventually they did, and they started getting some good possessions going. Started ending up with touchdowns. KJ had a rough start, but I think he came in and did his thing, and he just showed that he can handle adversity. And I know he's the guy for sure. So nothing but positive things going forward for sure. But definitely things to work on. But we'll get right.
Montaric, on that interception you had, you really jumped on that ball. What'd you see developing on that play?
I mean, it's just something that's translated from practice. That's what I do in practice. I'm just thankful for the guys, for our team and the scout team just giving me that look in practice, and it just translated over to the game. So it was just easy, and I just had to trust what I had to see on the field.
For both of you, if you can go first, what was the importance of playing a good first half defensively when they had field position on you almost the whole half?
It's very important. You got to go out there and play every play. Offense started out slow, but like Catalon said, we got their back. So we just played every play hard, and we faced adversity, but we got over it and adjusted the second half offensively.
From my standpoint, I always say, Coach Art always tells us, just give a place to stand, let's go play. Doesn't matter what the offense does, as long as we do our part, then everything else is going to fall in place the way it's supposed to. And you saw what happened today. Nobody got down. Nobody was pointing fingers. We all came together and said, we're going to be a unit, and if you're struggling, we're struggling. We're going to help you through it. And we made the stops, and the offense finally got the juice going, and then you saw what happened. So I'm just proud of the offense for handling adversity pretty well.
For both of y'all, I'm wondering if y'all saw the one-handed grab Tyson Morris made in the third quarter. And if you did, what do you think that did for offensive momentum?
I think it got it going. I did see it. It was a nice catch. I think Timo's had a really good camp, and I'm just glad that he got his number called and he made a play in the game. And it honestly got the offense going. And I kind of think that was like the first little spark that for the offense that kind of changed everything outside of KJ's touchdown. But Timo's a great receiver, and I think he just showed y'all what he has some in store for him, because he's a really good piece for us.
Man, it's an unbelievable play. Timo, like you said, had a good camp, and man, it just got the offense going. So it was a great catch.
Okay, and I didn't bring my notes, but they went up 17-7 in the third quarter. They had that long pass. You guys could just you might have let down the pass, but what was going on the sidelines? I mean, because you went 31-0 after that. So talk about the chatter on the sidelines and what the coaches were saying to you.
Coach just started laughing. Coach looked at us and he said, "We're fine." I think when you have that confidence in somebody and as a player, you see that, you have nothing to worry about but to go out and just play. You know what I'm saying? Coach Pittman told us that he was hoping that we had some adversity with this game, because the adversity was going to determine how good this team would be. I think we handled it really well, And I think, 17-7. I mean, you can start pointing fingers, and a lot of teams, especially that late in the game, but no one panicked. We all stuck together, and then we pulled through and started making big plays. And before you know, we changed the game around.
Montaric, you want to take that or?
Nah.
Okay. Hey, Jalen, could you kind of go over each of your picks? Those were, really big in helping you guys put the game away. And I don't know if I've ever seen you hurdle like that. It's a great play, but I don't know if the coaches want you doing that or not. It's kind of dangerous. But could you kind of go over each of those plays, how big they were?
Yeah, I just sit in the middle, and then ball was thrown, and I think Markel Utsey, he tipped it. And, Coach always says tips and overthrows, you got to have them. So came up, made a play, and then I was in the sideline for the first one. And I mean, I don't know. It's just things were just happening. I was just jumping, moving. I didn't know what was going on. And then I'm gonna lie, I got so tired. I said, "Man, it's what it is. I'm just gonna fall. Make sure I don't do nothing stupid." But I credit Utsey too for getting his hands up for sure. And like I said, tips overthrows, got to have them. And then the second one, I was just playing the middle, and quarterback didn't see me, so I came up and made a play. Wish I would have scored on it, but we're not gonna speak on that.
Y'all, just your thoughts on Andrew Parker today coming in, playing at the second level, see 4 tackles and a couple of quarterback hurries.
I mean, he stepped up when we needed him. We had 2 linebackers go down, but like Coach said, we needed depth, and he played a big role, and he did his part.
Yeah, Andrew stepped up really good. I've always told him that your number's coming. When it comes, make sure you're ready, because you never know what's going to happen. Of course, it's tough to lose someone like Grant Morgan that early in the game, but I had trust in Andrew. I didn't flinch one bit. And he just showed you that, we had depth back there. He can come in and fill in if Grant, something happens to Grant, you know what I'm saying? So I was just proud of him and the way he played.
You was Grant in the first half and then Bumper in the second. Just how difficult with this targeting rule is it to play defense these days?
So yeah, I would know about it, but yeah, it's but nah, it's definitely a tough break. You know what I'm saying? You just don't. Like I said, I know Grant didn't mean to do that, but it's just you got to deal with what it is and move on. Same with Bumper. Bumper was just playing football, and the rest I was targeting. You can't do nothing but just take it how it is and move on, no matter what the situation, what your opinion is. So, but I know they're going to be ready to go. I know Bump's got to sit out for the first half, but we'll have Grant back, and I trust Hayden. And like I said, our linebackers play today. I think we're flexible enough to do whatever and put in whoever and be just fine.
I thought I'd ask you guys both, after last year without the crowds and the crowd noise, and just how cool was it for you guys, and how much that feed you in that comeback and that frenzy or whatever in the second half to have the crowd behind you? How different is that than what it was like last year?
It's a great feeling, man. Just not having the fans last year is like totally different from this year, and it just gave us momentum and like just to play hard. I love the fans. Like, they played a good part, and I thank them for coming out.
Yeah, fans were rocking today, and they stuck behind us. We got to a rough start, but they never flinched. They stayed behind us, and they gave us that juice that we need to keep going. So I credit them because they made it hard for the offense to kind of hear things at times, and they definitely made it hard for them. So hats off to our fans, and much love to them.
Sam said when he was talking to you guys after the game, he said, he was expecting some adversity, didn't expect the first half, the whole first half to sort of be that way. But he said, yeah, you got to put a full game together against Texas. Everybody's been talking about Texas all summer. Now you can focus on that. How good is that? And do you guys feel like you can, make the kind of improvements going to be necessary to be a team like Texas?
Like Coach said, it's going to be a full game. We got to play a full game as a offense, as a defense. So we got to be ready for that. But like I said, we're going to enjoy this one. You always got to enjoy your wins. But at the same time, you always got to, after the day, to put it behind River, Texas. It's going to be a big game. Texas is a great team. And I believe we're a great team just like them. And so it's going to be a physical game. And we just got to fix our mistakes from this game, learn from it, and just make sure everybody gets healthy, ready to go when the time comes.
Jalen, out of your 2 interceptions, which one did you think you were going to score more on?
I'm gonna say C, which was both. But nah, the first one, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I had a chance. I thought I could cut through the gap, and like I said, after that, just stuff started happening. I don't know what was going on. Second one, I definitely thought I was gonna score, but I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had some balance to keep in, but like I said, I credit my defense. What I'm saying, for those picks. Like I said, I see guys hand up. Defense got pressure on the second one, forced to make a bad throw, and like I said, I got credit the guys up front.
I'm not sure if we're going to get talked to next week, but does playing the Longhorns mean anything extra to you? Were they involved much in your recruiting, or what's that game mean to you?
For sure. Yeah, they were involved in my recruiting. But like I said, I chose this place because it felt like home to me and the atmosphere. So I have no regrets whatsoever about this team. And today just shows that, the love the fans show and the environment you get to play in. You can't ask for nothing better. So I'm proud to be a Hog, and I'll always be proud to be a Hog no matter what.
How pivotal was that 4th and 1 stop when they tried to run outside, and I guess Brooks and Bumper got them? And, can you all recall that play and its impact on the game?
We just had to get a stop, when it come down to it, we just had to get a stop, and we got to stop.
Yeah, we just it was 4th and 1. I think everybody's played their holes right. Defense got good pursuit, had to bounce it. Bumper made some good pursuit. I think I was trailing the back, and like I said, Greg was running to the ball. Like Coach always says, you got to run to the ball, and everybody did. And the result was good. We got a stop that the offense that the team needed, and I think that got everything kind of going for sure.
But the people down in Ashdown probably hear a lot about Texas too.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about this game coming up?
Man, I feel like it's gonna be a great one. The fans gonna come out. It's gonna be a great game. Texas is a great team, great physical team. They got good athletes just like we do. So it's gonna be a good one.
Thanks, fellas.